Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Monster Madness, and it's going to be Godzilla versus the Smog Monster from 1971, the movie of course. The Smog Monster. Yeah, I've never watched this movie before. I've not watched a lot of Godzilla movies. Like I keep saying, there's like 20 or 30 Godzilla movies, just like I haven't watched all the Jaws movies and all the knockoffs of Jaws movies. Yeah, the Smog Monster. I'm not sure what this is gonna be about. The Smog Monster? What is it? Like a fog monster? Is it like a foggy monster? I have no idea. Yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go.
It's Cinemassacre's
Wonder
Monster Madness!
wonder what it's gonna look
Godzilla
like.
fight. Godzilla vs. the
Is it
Smog
like the Mist
Monster,
or
also
something?
known as Godzilla vs. Hedorah, follows in the line of Godzilla's revenge, targeting it towards kids. Little kids. Little kids who get hopped up on sugar to the point that their brains operate on higher levels of existence and their supersensory nerves subject them to a fantasy world that exceeds that of an adult on the most powerful narcotics known to science.
Damn.
Basically, I'm just trying to say, this movie's really weird. Watching it is like going into a drug-induced mind trip.
Ooh,
And
I
even
like
though
it
I
already.
said it's geared towards kids, I really can't be sure. Some of it's
Ooh.
actually pretty terrifying, like when
The
the
hell
smog
was that?
monster turns people to bones. There's also a scene in a dance club where this guy starts hallucinating and he sees everyone wearing fish masks.
What the fuck?
I don't know what this has to do with anything. Then there's all these weird animated scenes.
I don't know, it's
It's
like a
like watching
musical
some
video
kind
or
of
something like
children's
that.
variety show. There's also a little science lesson about galaxies and nebulas.
Science?
Yeah, I
What?
don't know. This movie's a mixture of horror, children's movie, 70s psychedelic exploitation, and
I kinda like it if
Godzilla.
it's an acid
Oh,
trip.
really? Isn't that why we were here in the first place? Godzilla makes his first appearance coming up to the sunrise with some silly music. He's sure
Oh,
come a long
boy.
way since he first menaced Tokyo, an icon of destruction, now a savior of the planet. But not in a cool superhero kind of way, in a, hey kids, be good to the earth kind of way.
Oh god.
This movie has a theme song called Save the Earth, which plays constantly. Yeah, the smog monster's created from pollution, so
Of
the moral
course.
lesson of the movie is don't pollute,
Don't
or else
pollute.
there'll be some weird shit monster that looks like a cross between
It looks
Oscar
like
the
the
Grouch
Ood
and the Blob.
from Doctor Who.
He's made of crap, so
like
it's
the
like
Ood race.
Godzilla's battling a giant turd. Godzilla fights by waving his arms and dancing around. The smog monster fights by throwing Godzilla into a pit and dumping its body of dookie slime all over him.
Oh no.
Ugh, it's
That's
nasty.
gross.
He basically
Oh,
shits
he's
on
bathing
everything
in it.
in
That's
sight.
disgusting.
I can't believe they did that to a cat. He can also shoot lasers at his eye. Big deal. Godzilla pretty much beats the shit out of him, literally. He just digs into Hedorah's body, pretty much
Damn.
empties all his guts.
Ugh.
It's the messiest monster battle ever. He also finds two white orbs. At first I thought that these were supposed to be his eyeballs, but you still see the eyes afterwards, so
So
I don't
what
know
are
what
they?
the hell these things
His
are supposed to
testicles?
be and why they're in the movie. The whole film is plagued by strange moments such as these. There's a scene where we watch a building crumble, and there's no
Why?
sound effect or soundtrack whatsoever. It's just silence.
Why?
Then there's a part where the kid spots Godzilla while up on a roller coaster. It does like this weird freeze frame, and we see Godzilla silhouetted like a black splotch pasted on the background. I don't know. I've always just found this part really weird.
That's
well,
weird.
Actually, the whole movie's really weird.
I
But
guess.
nothing takes the cake like this. Just watch.
What the fuck?
I know, I felt the same way when I first saw this. Shocked and speechless. Even the chapter on the DVD
What was
menu
that, a
says something you
jetpack?
don't see every day. I agree.
Can somebody explain to me why Godzilla was sort of going backwards? I mean, was he using a jetpack? It was on helium or something like that? Someone please explain to me. Is there a logical explanation? Is there some sort of scientific explanation? Yeah, that's just weird and bizarre. I mean, Jesus. But then again, this was like an acid trip of a movie from what I've seen, and you know what, I would kind of like it because it's like an acid trip, and I like acid trips. I'm in favor of drugs. But don't sue. I'm just kidding. Don't do drugs, kids. No, but the monster, the smog monster, reminded me of the Ood. I think it was called the race from Doctor Who. For those who are familiar with that, they had like the tentacle face, the little ball, and so maybe that's what it was. Those little white two orbs was the crystal ball or something like that, or it was his testicles. Who knows? Let's not ask questions. Like this movie makes sense, but yeah, I don't think this is sort of your typical Godzilla movie. I think this is a movie you would watch if you want an acid trip, if you want to go drink a beer and get wasted and do a bit of drugs, snort a bit of cocaine or something like that, and get high on all those beautiful leaves and weed and stuff like that. And you're watching this crap. I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah, it's something to watch. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Jesus, this one was strange. Peace.